So nervous to get...
Leslie was with me on the right.
Then it has to be said.
What if she got a kill and vented to me?
I don't.
What is Among Us, and why is everyone playing it? Launched in 2018, but did not receive the huge traction like it did in 2020, Among Us is a social deduction game played online with friends, which can be played on mobile, PC, PS4, and Nintendo Switch. Among Us really became a hit sensation once streamers found out about this gem, and it really deserves all the spotlight. The game design is easy to understand, the characters are super fun and simplistic, and funny enough, the developer InnerSloth actually ended up scrapping their sequel to the game to focus on improving Among Us for their newfound player base. Among Us has received quite a lot of changes since the launch, including new maps, revamped art styles, fine-tuning, new playable roles, and a system that rewards players for playing. If you're familiar with games like Town of Salem or Mafia, you definitely want to give Among Us a go. The premise of the game is that you play as crewmates with specific tasks to finish, but at the same time, you gotta survive and deduce the imposter among the group. There are many different ways to play Among Us, but let's just focus on the basics. You can play online with other random players, or you can make a private lobby with just your friends. Depending on how many players there are, there will either be one or more imposter that will aim to kill the crewmates, all while trying to blend in and deter blame from themselves. However, if all the crewmates end up finishing their tasks, this will result in the crewmates winning. Keep in mind that if the crewmates end up being ghosts, they can still finish their tasks to help their fellow crewmates win. As a crewmate, generally you should try your best to deduce who the imposters are while keeping on top of your tasks, and if you think you've pieced the deduction together, you can call a meeting to either vote someone off or discuss your findings. Alternatively, you may stumble across another player's corpse, which you may choose to report the body to be sent to a discussion, or choose to ignore it. Just saying, this will definitely make you look suspicious if someone walks past you though. Recently, InnerSloth added a few new roles specifically for the crewmates that can really help them throughout the game. These new crewmate roles are Scientist, Engineer, and Guardian Angel. The Scientist has a neat feature where they can access the vitals at any time during the game to see if anyone has died. They must complete tasks, however, to recharge their battery. The Engineer has a special ability to vent. This role can really spice up games because the imposter in turn can use that against them and frame them.
Okay. No doubt, for real. I literally watched Josh come out of the vents and I didn't know how to report it, so I ran.
Engineer, I would have killed you if I popped out of the vent and saw you.
Josh, please, no doubt,
no doubt.
You came out of the vent and I saw Mings.
Dude,
and I'm like, I don't know how.
I'm telling you.
No.
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
The last role, Guardian Angel, can only be given to a crewmate that has died. The Guardian Angel can protect a crewmate by putting a well-timed barrier and preventing them from being killed by the imposter for a short amount of time. Let's talk about the imposter role now. Do you enjoy watching your friends point their fingers at each other? Or maybe you just want to get away with murdering your friend's cute jellybean character. Let's pray that you get this role. The imposter is tasked with killing every crewmate in the game. In a sense, you're playing a game of poker. You want to play the others as much as you can. Just keep in mind if you're playing a few games with them, your fellow crewmates might catch on to how you play. While imposters have the ability to kill, they also have the ability to sabotage crewmates, such as forcing them to fix certain places, or forcing crewmates to fix the lights. The sabotage feature can also shut doors, which can trap an isolated crewmate. The new special role that imposters also got is the shapeshifter role. The role is super interesting as it allows for some very tactical games. The shapeshifter lets the imposter morph into another player. An example of using this ability would be to morph into an innocent player to give them a big old boot off the game. Personally for me, it's super hard to play the imposter because I find it difficult to lie, or it comes off as, wow, that's super suspicious. I I definitely enjoy the crewmate role because it allows me to feel more like a detective when my deductions are correct. Funny enough, it's also amazingly fun when your accusations are off and cause chaos in the group. Currently there are 4 maps: the Skeld, Mira HQ, Polis, and one of their newest additions, the Airship. Every map has unique different tasks for crewmates to do, and they're all set up in a different way. If you're just starting out on a new map, don't be overwhelmed, because you definitely will get lost. There are a lot of areas where you can get locked in, or even cornered, and that's something that the imposters can take advantage of. Personally, I'm a big fan of the Skeld, mainly because it's the one I'm most familiar with, but a lot of the maps in general, they're a lot of fun, with a lot of neat gimmicks. Overall, Among Us doesn't have as big of a following as it did in 2020, but this should not deter you from trying out the game. It is still quite a popular game, and even if your friends may have grown out of it, you can definitely hop into a public game with players who still enjoy playing the game. GGN would give this game a solid 8 out of 10 for being an overall fun game you can enjoy without being overly expensive. By the way, it's free on mobile. If you enjoyed watching this video, please feel free to drop a like and subscribe for more video game content. We also post on our main website, so please check that out in the link below the description. Thank you.